my name is Alexis and today we're doing this look right here, which is the second installment to my rainbow series. This is an orange look for self-injury awareness. Back in my day, as if I'm that old, when I was in like middle school or high school, being like scene or emo was like the thing to be for whatever reason, and something that I found to be like a trend with those kinds of groups was self-harm or self-injury, self-mutilation, whatever term you would prefer to use for that. And it wasn't until maybe the end of high school, like when I was older, when I was out of that kind of scene or whatever, that I realized that it's not a trend, and something like that should not be treated as a trend. This needs to be taken seriously. Self-injury needs to be taken seriously, because it's not a trend, and it's very sad that there are people who feel the need to harm themselves in order to find some kind of release for their depression, their anger, their stress, whatever it is they may be feeling. So this is something also that I feel that people are very aware of. People are aware that self-injury is a thing, but it's something that's kind of swept under the rug because it goes with mental illness, and there's still such a stigma around mental illness that when people find out that someone that they know or that they love is hurting themselves, it's like we don't know what to do about it, and it kind of just gets pushed under, like it'll deal with itself or we'll deal with it later. And it should not be treated like that. This is something that needs to be dealt with once the first signs are being shown. So I will have a website linked down below if you would like some more information about self-injury, tips and tricks on what you can do to help somebody who is injuring themselves, just stuff that needs to be known about this. So I'll leave that down below, and I will hop into how I created this look for self-injury awareness. So I already have my base done, my brows done, and my eyes primed, so we can just move right along. I'm going to start with the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia, and I'm going to start with the shade Burnt Orange, because as the name would suggest, it's a burnt orange shade. So I'm going to use that as my transition shade. So I'm putting this in and above my crease. Just like that. Throwing it in there. For the lid color, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm going to use this shade Slowburn. I'm going to address this very quickly. What is it, the four shades in here that say that they're not intended for use, what do they say, are not for use around the eye. My cat is sneezing. Slowburn is one of those shades. That, and I know this has been talked about like once this palette came out, but I'm very late to the bandwagon here. That is only on the American packaging because whatever something is in those eyeshadows that is not FDA approved. However, for European markets, they don't have that warning on there because it's approved in those countries. So I'm going to say use those shades on your eye at your own risk. I do not have very sensitive eyes. I don't have sensitive anything really. So I'm just going to put that on my lid and do that. So just use your own discretion when using the shades in this palette, using the ones that say they're not intended for the eye. Just, you know your face, you know your eyes. My eyes are not sensitive. I think I'll be fine. So again, I'm going to take the shade Slowburn and I'm going to put that on my lid. And I'm going to use a little bit at a time and place it on there. And this is kind of like ready orange and not like straight orange, but that's okay. So I'm just building that onto the lid. There we go. So I'm probably not going to go much darker than that. Let me blend the edges. Wrong brush, this one. So there is that, and then for the outer corner and the lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Realgar out of the Modern Renaissance palette. I think that's how you pronounce that. I don't know. How else would you say it? Realgar? Realgar. I don't know. That shade. So just right here on the outermost corner. And that'll introduce some more orange into the look. And then blend that through the crease. And where those two colors meet. And then, like I said, I'm going to take that same shade. This is a 219 from MAC, any pencil brush, and put it on the lower lash line. Just like that. Make sure it's connected right here. And a quick blend. So I want to make the inner part a bit more orange, so I'm going to take my Smashbox Ablaze palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here, which is Torch. So I'm going to put that on the inner part here. There we go. Just make it a bit more orange. There we go. Much better. And then to highlight my brow bone in my inner corner from the same palette, I'm going to use this one up here. You can see my brushes in the mirror. This shade here, which is Mocassin. Brow bone. And the inner corner. So that's the eyeshadow done. I'm going to put some black liner in my tight line, and for that I'm going to use my NYX Retractable liner. And then in my waterline, because I don't want to like close off the eye too much with how like kind of bright this eyeshadow is, I'm going to use a white liner. This is from MAC. It's the Fascinating Eye Kohl. I have eyes. Next I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply mascara. I am of course using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof. Every time I think that this little one is empty, it surprises me and is not. So who knows, I'll be using this forever. So these are the eyes done. Nice and orange. Very fall-like, but that's okay. I mean, wearable, probably not. I'd wear it out in the world. Anyways, so that's the eyeshadow done. We're going to move on to the face, which is probably not going to be as wearable. I'm just going to start with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And just add some color to my skin. Bronze it up. For blush, I'm going to use this shade I Will Always Love You from Too Faced. It's kind of peachy and not really orange, but, you know, we're cheating a little bit. That's okay. Oh, I didn't even contour. Just kidding. Where am I? What's going on? Contour first. What is this? Kevin Aquan. Wow, what happened to my brain just then? I'm sorry that you had to see that. I'm gonna contour. Cheekbones. That's it. Nothing else. Pretend we have some cheekbones. I'm sorry. Now I can take the blush and put it on my face. Don't be afraid to go overboard. Well, I'm not going to be afraid to go overboard. Because there's just going to be a lot happening in this look. If you wanted to wear the eyes every day, just don't even put this blush on. Put like a nude blush on. Put Baby Love on. Whoop, I hit my brush with my mirror. Great. Perfect. To highlight. And this is where it gets unwearable, if it wasn't already for you. I'm going to take the Lorac Pro Metal palette, and I'm going to shake it. Take the shade Amber, which is this one, and use that to highlight my face. I have used the shade Quartz in here before to highlight my face, which is this one here. And they make like really nice highlighters, especially with a fan brush, because it's a really like diffused color, and so it's not going to be like, my face is orange. At least I hope not. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm just going to pick this up with my fan brush and highlight. Okay, in real life it looks pretty orange. On camera, looking a bit better. That's okay. I'm not going anywhere. So there is that. And just because I'm going for completely unwearable today, I'm also going to take that same shade down my nose. And I'm also going to put this on my Cupid's bow. I think if I did this in the summer, when I was like really tan, it wouldn't look as dark. But oh well, I'm doing it now. I still like how it looks. It's still very interesting. So there's that. Final step, lips. Orange. I'm not going to do nude. If you were wearing the eyes for every day, do a nude lip. I'm going to do orange because I'm doing my, you know, rainbow series. This is Halo from Kat Von D. A Go-Go would also be a good option. So this is my finished orange look for self-injury awareness. One of the more unwearable looks that I'll be doing in this series, but that's not really the purpose of this, is to be wearable or not. It's to raise awareness. So this is the orange look for that. But yeah, of course you can always, like, if you did want to wear something like this, you can always pick and choose elements to wear, but self-injury awareness. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All the links to all my social media as well as the links to self-injury awareness websites will be linked down below, so check all that out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you again soon. Bye!